What's going on, guys? I'm Jeff, the Yoshi Fanatic, and today we are going to try and mod a Gameboy Advance. Guys, a couple of years ago now, I modded my Game Boy Color in a very similar fashion. We did this whole front and top camera. Whoa, that was a drastic transition. We got the overhead camera back. We're gonna be doing a modification of this guy, and we're going to put a backlight or a backlit LCD screen in here and put this in a new custom shell, just like we did with the Game Boy Color. So, welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome to J to the P Moreno, Aurora, Golden Guy, Mr. Face, and Heloy. Welcome to the stream, everybody. How are you doing? I'm sorry this is such a late start, and I'm sorry it's on a work/school night. If you need to go to sleep, by all means do so. I don't want this to wreck your normal everyday stuff. That obviously wouldn't be good. This is just a silly Jeff live stream, so, you know, just feel free to tune out and tune in at your leisure. And, yeah. I'm looking forward to this. I remember last time, OBS did not like you having two cameras. Now, the problem was that I was trying to stream and record at the same time, and that didn't go so well. Streaming and recording on my laptop here, it's not as powerful as my desktop computer by a long shot, so it just didn't have the bandwidth. And the one camera here, the front camera, is my old phone, so it may have some issues, like it might stutter from time to time. That's what happened last time. By the way, Sky is in the background. She is putting together JJ's homeschool work for tomorrow. Say hi, Sky.
Hello, everyone.
Also, not sure if it's intentional. No chat on stream. What? That's weird. No, that's not intentional. Hang on. I can fix that.
That is weird.
I can absolutely fix that. Well, I can probably fix that. Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Oh, you, yeah.
Sorry, hon.
That's okay. Just need to make sure he's on.
Nick and Mr. Face say hi, Sky.
Yep, he's on.
That's so weird. Hang on.
Hope everyone has had a good day today.
Weird. That is weird. Why is that not working? It's the spooky spirits trying to hide the on-screen chat wall. Yeah, true. Hang on. I might be able to... Yeah, no, that didn't do it either. So weird. Maybe the spirit of cuteness for all we know. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's so weird. Give me 1 second. I think I can do something to rectify this. In the meantime, why don't I get my lovely playlist playing? And yeah, let me know if you can hear that. It should be some Yoshi's Island DS music. I probably won't be here for too long, says Mr. Face. Understandable, it is a work night and a school night, so... Yeah, that's alright. Hey, sorry I'm late. I was, making something, says Dripnova. No worries, Dripnova. I'm late as well. Welcome to the stream. Nostalgic Yoshi's Island DS music. Perfect. Are you doing a Halloween stream? I am streaming on Halloween, but it will not be a Halloween stream. At the very most, I might put out our jack-o'-lanterns. But that's about it. That's so weird. Why is my chat not showing up? That's so strange. Really? It is some extremely quiet music. Let me turn that up then. How's that? Is that better? Yeah, I don't know what the deal is there. Let's pop out that chat one more time. Yes, better. Perfect. I don't understand why it's not showing up on stream. I apologize, guys. Properties. Queso ate the chat. I guess so. Man, my goodness. I have a way that I can fix this. I'm gonna pop out that chat. And we're going to go ahead. That's louder. It's annoying that all the music isn't the same volume. And now Yoshi Story music. Yeah, it's my relaxing Yoshi stream music. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I have a backup. Properties. That's the one. I do have a backup, and I don't like using the backup, because it's ugly, and it doesn't work super well. But it's better than no chat at all, right? That might be about as good as we're gonna get, honestly. So, if I go down to top camera, turn that on, that should be better. How's that? I guess that works. It's about as good as it's gonna get, I'm afraid. YouTube chat window, okay. Okay. Well, I think that's as good as we're gonna get. Chat showed up. Not in the way that I normally like it to, but you know what? That's a-okay. I'm actually gonna turn down the music on my end some more. Ah, that's the brightness of the screen. I want that up. Yay, chat! Okay, so. Now that we've got all that beginning of the stream weirdness out of the way, welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm extremely curious how the Jeff accidentally destroys his Game Boy Advance trying to mod it, the stream. Fake it till you make it, that's right. Ah yes, one of my favorite Yoshi Story music. I like its vibe. Oh, me too. And looks like we're heading over to Yoshi's New Island. Okay, so. Let's try the intro to the stream again, shall we? What I am doing today is I'm gonna take the guts of this Game Boy Advance and put it in this custom shell with custom buttons and with a backlit screen. It's not going to be quite Yoshi themed, like I was kind of hoping. I tried to get my sister to paint a Yoshi egg over the speaker grill. Let's see if I can get it to focus. But unfortunately, the speaker grill's design made it a lot harder to do, so we're not going to be able to do that. So instead, it's just going to be a Yoshi sort of colorway. I thought about doing a green top and a white back to make it more obvious that it was Yoshi, but I didn't really like how the orange buttons looked with the green on the front, so this is the colorway we're going with. I mean, it's still a Yoshi colorway. It just won't have a Yoshi egg on it. Unfortunate, but, you know, what can you do? Alright, anyway. Still don't know how Nintendo got away with the GBA not having a backlit screen. That's so bad in hindsight. Yeah, that was Nintendo trying to keep the cost down. And they fixed that with the GBA SP, but, you know, they've always been like 2 steps behind tech-wise. The year 2019 says hello. Jeepers, an entire year saying hello to me? What's going on, 2019? How are you doing? After 5 minutes after it started, lol. Don't mind my grammar. I'm tired. I understand, Heloy. Me too. Yoshi! Why GBA SP is the superior version of the GBA? Yes, I was gonna make a point about that. I wouldn't be here doing this mod if I didn't bork my GBA SP. I ruined the R button trying to fix it. And not really much that can be done to fix it because I got the solder, well, not the solder, I got the gold solder pads for the R button completely removed because I did it wrong. So that wasn't great. So here's hoping that doesn't happen today. I'm good. I'm Serenity, by the way. Oh, hello, Serenity. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so for the aforementioned reason of the GBA does not have a backlit screen, here, I'm going to show you what it looks like without a backlight. And you can see this because the ring light is on it. It's not a bad screen, all told. I mean, really, it's not. It's just, well, it doesn't have a backlight on it. Like, if I were to turn this light off, it wouldn't be nearly as easy to see. So, we are going to put a backlight, or a backlit screen in there. And again, just, I like the idea of putting a custom shell on it. Of course, 2019 was the GOAT year, the year of Crafted World. Hey, true. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go watch the throwaway vid I posted on my main YouTube channel, Tryhard Gamer Gal. Absolutely. Even the original SP screen is kind of meh. Yeah, agreed. That's because it was front lit. It was like a light shining down on the screen from behind, like the paint on it, not like a backlight from behind the LCDs shining through. So it was almost like putting a worm light on your Game Boy Advance SP, except it was built in. The backlight is definitely superior. Alright, well anyway. Luke says, a Game Boy Super, but you can play in the dark. Basically. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing, Luke? Alright, well, why don't we go ahead and get started here. Also, I guess I should throw out one quick disclaimer. I will be following today a mod guide, a GBA mod guide from Jake Simmons. He has a very detailed guide on how to do this. So, I'm going to be following that, and hopefully nothing goes wrong. We'll see. Yeah, Truffles is so cute. My guinea pig Truffles is behind us here. She might hop on this platform every once in a while to get some guinea pig pellets. Hey Jeff, will you install a 4K Ultra HD screen, speakers that sound choppier than the Mediterranean, 3D printed buttons that are almost impossible to press, and a shell so bulky that's barely portable? No, I've thought about this mod quite a bit. I'm gonna do something pretty nice. The real unfortunate thing is a lot of GBA games had desaturated palettes because it'd be too dark on the original GBA. Absolutely, and Yoshi's Island unfortunately is one of those. But I'd rather have the backlit screen than not. That's it, more convenient bringing a CRT TV with you at all times. The Yoshi was cursing you. The Yoshi's cursing me? How dare you, Yoshi? I thought we were on good terms, man. Alright, why don't we get started here? I'm definitely putting this off. I just came in to make a joke, says Luke. Again, oh, understandable. Alright, well, I'm putting this off. Let's get started. Backlit GBA, woo! Says Blues Cat. That's assuming all goes well, Blues Cat. That's what we're looking to do. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hi, Nathaniel. Hi, buddy. Nathaniel wasn't quite sleepy yet. Sky, do you want to show Nathaniel? That's me procrastinating even more. I've put this mod off for 2 years and I'm still putting it off. There he is. It's Babiness. Hi, bud. He's so cute.
Yeah, to get shots today.
Yeah, he got some shots today, so he's a little crankier than normal. Nathaniel! Says Mr. Face. That's our baby boy. He's 4 months old. Wonderful World of Wool. I don't remember which one this was. You know what? I'm just gonna put the shell over there. The game too. Da baby. Okay, so there are a couple of mods I thought about doing on top of the backlit screen and the custom shell. I was thinking about doing a rechargeable battery via Type-C. I do have the parts for it, and I was thinking about doing a speaker amplifier kit. I don't think I'm gonna do those right now. Like, if I come back to it, maybe I'll do it then, but not right now. What a beautiful boy, says Aurora. Thank you. Already getting big, he is. He's a little bit slow on the growth side, but he's breastfed, which I'm told by the nurses that that's normal, that it'll be a little slower. Imagine if Jeff accidentally destroys its console. That might be kind of funny. Well, not for your bank account, but still, yeah, true. Well, I mean, I don't know. This GBA I got for like 80 bucks, so that's not. I think it was $80. It was at a secondhand video game store. Well, it's like a mom and pop shop, which I like supporting that every once in a while. It's a nice little store. And my neighbor works there, or did work there. I don't know if my neighbor still works there or not. Okay. You could be lazy and just use rechargeable USB-C AA batteries. Well, these are rechargeable AA batteries. It's the EVL 1.5 volt 3000 milliamp hour EVLs. Rechargeable AA's. So yes, I am doing rechargeable AA's. What if it explodes? Spontaneous combustion. I hope it doesn't. That would make me a sad Jeff. It's like, what? A dead Jeff? Well, maybe not dead, but maybe well, maybe a dead Jeff. I don't know.
Oh, so it wouldn't be like an actual explosion.
No, maybe some sparks fly. Nice arms, Jeff. Thank you. How about my hair? Alrighty. Well, that's...
I'm jealous of Jeff's hair right now because I have postpartum hair loss going on.
Oh, that is not a Y screw. That is a Phillips head screw. So we need our Phillips head screw. Where's this guy go? There it is. I'm off to a real good start. I'm not even disassembling the GBA correctly. My bad. There we go. Uh-oh, not boom. No, not boom. Please no, not boom. What do you think, bud? He's starting to fuss a little. He's starting to fuss a little, guys. I'm worried. Should I be worried? Probably not. Well, I mean, maybe I should be worried about this whole streaming situation. It's a cool looking work mat. Thank you. It was like 10 bucks on Amazon or something like that. I don't remember exactly how much it was. But if you go to Amazon and type in like soldering mat, this is pretty much the one that comes up. It's the one that I feel like most people use. All reliable. Wow, this one is not coming. Oh, there it goes. Let's go. Also, huh?
He keeps looking at that bright light.
You like that bright light, buddy? Nathaniel's looking at the bright light. I have the ring light set over my setup here, kind of to illuminate everything a little better. Made a new OC, and he's Avalon's brother, and I'm currently obsessed with him because that's how I am whenever I make a new OC. Says Plush. Makes sense to me. Any info on this new OC of yours? Oh, TG silly! I mean, I know that's just Plush, but still. If it explodes, will it be a spontaneous explosion? Yes. 2 seconds in and already getting the wrong screwdriver. Yeah, I know, I'm off to a fantastic start. I don't remember these screws being here. But, I mean, obviously they're here, so we need to remove them.
Yawn, so maybe I'll try to come back to Sleepy's.
Okay. Mr. Sleepy is trying to go back to Sleepy's. Good night, Nathaniel. I love you. Okay, sounds good. Bye, baby boy. He's just looking at the light still. There we go. I'm not really understanding why it'd explode. It's just a circuit board. Worst case scenario, just the AA batteries explode. Jeff 2025. Makes sense to me. I think I gotta quit out of Discord. That's gonna keep doing the notifications if I... He was blinded by the light. Blinded by the light. Okay, so I think I've got all the screws out that I need to. Let's take off the back of this guy. Okay, so now we are into the Game Boy Advance. I believe the next step, well, next step would probably be just to remove the buttons. Don't want those getting in the way. And these are perfectly fine buttons. I'm just gonna put them over there. Take my shell and buttons. You know, I probably should have done this before. Let's go ahead and... I had some tape on here to get the, to put the lens on for the thumbnail. But it didn't really work all that well. Anywho. Okay, so there's the lens that we won't be using. This is for like a drop-in replacement. It's all plastic. I don't want it. So, here's the back, the lime green back. Here's my membranes. The one kind of fell out because my kids were playing with it, and I'm like, no, stop! So membranes, I'll put those over here. Me and my mom were just listening to that Blinded by the Light song, says 2019. Fantastic. Now it's time for the original Yoshi's Island music. You're so right. His name is Clayton, Clay for short, and he has so much lore! Oh no. I posted some lore snippets as well as his art design in the Discord if you ever want to check it out. I might later. I had to quit out of the Discord just because I didn't want to keep getting Discord notifications. It's more just that I have my audio set to the desktop audio. So... yeah, don't take it personally. It's not that I don't want to see your stuff that you're posting on Discord. It's just, I didn't want the notifications to keep coming up on stream. Okay. Hello there, the Jeff. Hello there, the Ethan. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I should probably get my tools out. Where are my tools? There we go. Welcome to me modding a Game Boy Advance. Finally. This was like 2 years in the making. Like, I modified my GBA, my GBC. Whoops. I modified my GBC like 2 years ago. Almost 2 years ago, and that's nuts. I stabbed myself with my tweezers. That's not generally recommended. What if the screen breaks? If the screen breaks, then I'm in trouble. Okay, let's just lift that up. Lift that up. And then we will detach this here screen. I might even just be able to like pinch it out. Oh, I hate ribbon cables so much. I really don't want to break it. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I still don't want to break it. Maybe I need to bring that back up. And will it come out if I pinch it like this? I know with ribbon cables, you generally don't want to force it. There it goes. Hey, Jeff, I know your name is Jeff instead of Jeff. Oh my goodness, are the rumors true? Is my name Jeff and not Jeff? Who knew? Welcome to the stream, Joe. How you doing? Semi-tragic news, not really, but still, for me. My triple deluxe copy that I ordered online should have came yesterday, but sadly it was delayed to schedule to arrive between November 1st or 2nd. Bummer. Well, it will still come, just have patience, friend. My name is Jeff! Alright, let me make sure that I'm on the right track here. We'll just let that ad play. It's high sense. Are these are Phillips head screws. So we gotta switch over to that. I'm only seeing one. Am I missing a few screws? Do I have a few screws loose? I might. I think this only has one screw. That's not great. Does this really only have one screw? What in the world? Oh no, there's one more there. Okay, there it is. Skip that. Alright, there we go. Ribbon cables make me sad, I know. But in one way, they're very, very good. Because it allows you to make modifications like this without having to like desolder or anything. Okay. So, I think we can go ahead and just discard this. Yeah, let's just discard that. So here is our GBA. Look at that guy. I took apart my PSP 3000 once. It is entirely held together by ribbon cables instead of being a central board. Whoa. Kind of like the Joy-Cons, right? So that's wild. All right. Oh, yeah, let's take these guys off. And there. Might not be a bad idea to scrub this guy clean, but real quick, just one thing I want to note. Here we have the GBA motherboard. Right there, it says 32. That's going to be very important for us. This is a 32-pin board for the screen, as opposed to a 40-pin screen. And that will make a difference here momentarily. Okay, I think now would be a good time to go ahead and clean up this here motherboard. 5-4 Jazz Yoshi's New Island music. Yeah. Yoshi's New Island music, honestly, there's some good stuff in there. I'll be honest. You know, this stuff actually looks pretty clean. I don't think I really need to clean anything. This looks good. I don't think I'm even gonna bother. This is like pristine. Like I had my isopropyl alcohol all ready to go. Got the Q-tips, got the toothbrush. I don't think I really need it right now. I might need it for the flux later, but... Jeff, guess how many hours I've already got on Jurassic World Evolution 3? How many days has it been, first of all? Tell me that before I make my guess. One of the few songs of New Island is Bandit Valley. Yes. Bandit Valley was very good. What happens if you turn the GBA motherboard with a game inserted? I'd imagine nothing. I mean, I'm not gonna bother. There doesn't really seem to be much of a point to that. Okay, what is my first step here, Mr. Jake Simmons? So he takes the motherboard out, takes that out, he takes the ribbon cable out, like I just did. He actually did that before he unscrewed the rest of the motherboard. He took that out.
That's for all of your buttons. That way you'll have better accuracy when you actually press your buttons. But I'm gonna do a time lapse of me swapping these out real quick. It shouldn't take very long. It's not necessary for this video. Now that our Gameboy Advance is fully ready,
Okay, the modding portion. Okay, so he just takes everything out of its plastic. I'm sure you could probably hear that. 9 days. Okay, I'm gonna say you've got 60 hours in the game. That's how many I'm gonna guess. 60 hours. Let's not forget the Hot Foot Hurdle from New Island, the one song that gave the sounds like SpongeBob music and only shows up in that one level. Yep, I do remember that music. I don't have it as part of this here playlist, but yeah, I do know what music you're talking about. Okay, here's the part where I realized I didn't get everything that the mod kit was supposed to come with. And I had this stuff earlier. Warning! Test before installation. I don't really know how to do that properly, so if it's borked, I guess I'm out of luck. 61, so close. Wow, I am good. That was a complete guess, by the way. Okay, so here we have a glass lens for the screen. By the way, I did go with the High-Speed Dito V2 kit. I bought this like 2 years ago. Maybe things have changed since then. Christmas music! We're not quite there, but yeah, that is the music theme. So, anyway, I got the V2 kit. There were, at the time when I purchased this, there were two major backlit LCD screen kits. The V2 and the V5 from High-Speed Dito. They're not the only ones that make these kits, but they're the ones that seem like they're the best. And so I got the V2, which is not a screen that is laminated to the lens. So it comes with a lens and a screen. Both are standalone. The reason I went with these is, one, this is a more simple, well, okay, not more simple, but more user-friendly, I guess. It only has the adjustments of brightness up, brightness down, and that's it. There's no like CRT filters, there's none of that stuff, and honestly, I don't really need that stuff. I find that I don't really use it much on my GBC, so. And the main thing is, with the lens being separate, that means that if the lens were to get scratched or break, you can replace the lens without replacing the screen. Huge bonus. Huge benefit. So, that's the idea with that. We'll come back to this. Here's a sticker for my shell. We'll do that later. The stickies for the lens. Merry early Christmas, yay! Fluffy snow, here we go! I test by doing. See, the thing is, you are supposed to test these before you put it in, but I don't really get how you do that. Store's getting ready to sell Christmas merch in October. Yeah, I mean, I went to Walmart earlier today. They do have Christmas stuff out in the back, but still. It's crazy. Alright, so again, I know I should probably clean this, but again, look at this. This is like pristine. This looks really, really clean. Like all the contacts are all shiny and clean. Everything looks good. I don't think I really need to do anything with that. When the snow is fluffy, and therefore we go. Nice. Okay. So what else do we have here in this here kit? Here's the screen itself. Be very, very careful. I really hope this isn't broken. Okay, anyway. That's the screen. I don't know exactly where I should put that. I need these wires. So let's put this off to the side for now. We've got the actual expensive part. This is the, well, I don't really know what to call this. It's a flex PCB, I guess. Yeah, this is the brains behind everything. This is the expensive part to fix. Like, if you have to replace just this, it's like 30 or 40 bucks. We've got foam insulation to protect the rest of the screen from this guy. This needs to be attached to the back of the screen. It's like an insulating film. It says there, that right there. Insulating film. And then we've got these two guides. We're gonna need these a little later. Well, at least one of them. So let's go ahead and put... I think the first thing we're supposed to do is put the insulating film on the back of the screen to protect it from any electrical shocks. It's essentially just a plastic tape sticker thing. Hey, the Yoshi Fanatic, will you install an 8K Ultra HDR screen that will make the GBA battery life 2 seconds? I don't think that there's any games that could take advantage of that, my friend. So I struggled with this on the last one, on the Game Boy Color anyway, but I don't think that it's that sensitive on here because I'm not trying to block any of the light. I'm just trying to insulate this from any electrical static or shock. Let's try to get it on there a little bit more square though. Uh-oh. I always struggle with stuff like this. There are definitely easier ways to do this. Why don't I just... It's like right there. Okay, like I said, it does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect. I've got a little bit of overhang, but that is not a problem. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna consult the guide now. Getting a screen protector on your phone. I always do that. Okay, I've got all this stuff.
Go ahead and install this real quick.
Yeah, I just did that.
Every piece.
No! Not an ad! I hate ads!
I'm gonna do the soldering first. If you don't want to do the soldering, that's okay. But at least watch the soldering portion to see how easy it really is. Then you can make your decision, because honestly, I believe in you. I think you can do it. We are going to put this off to the side. Specifically placing it down like this. The connector part here, and all of our writing is upside down. We can now get our soldering irons out and plug them in. I'm going to turn it to 300 degrees Celsius. You're going to put soldering iron.
Okay. So, you're gonna have to deal with me listening to this guide every once in a while. I need this. And yeah, you are going to hear the audio come through. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but here we are. Getting a screen protector on your phone. I read that, sorry. I haven't gotten my hands on a GBA SP or an original GBA, but having a backlight alone on the original GBA model would make it better than the SP, because the original GBA looks more comfortable to hold than the GBA SP, especially with something like a USB charging port, plus the built-in headphones jack port. Yeah, no, I'm of the opinion that the ergonomics of the original GBA makes it superior. But the screen in the GBA SP, especially the V2 version, AGS 101 I believe was the model number, yeah, that screen was fantastic. This will probably be about as good, if not a little better than that one. Alright, anyway, here we have that flex PCB that I was talking to you about earlier. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but there on the left are 4 solder points, and we're going to need 3, the select, R, and L. So this is the soldering portion of the video. Well, one of the soldering portions. There are a few. So let me get my soldering iron prepped. This doesn't really take that much soldering. All we need to do is like solder little solder balls to these 3 pieces here. And or these 3 spots here. And then solder the wires, then solder the corresponding ports on the motherboard. So yeah, really not that bad. Oh, I'm gonna need that flex paste a little bit later. Let's put the motherboard over yonder for now. Just put it on some bubble wrap. Extreme Rex says GBA original model is better because it's the proper way to play Gumby in the Astrobots. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds fun. Welcome to the stream, Extreme Rec. How are you? Okay, so I've got my soldering iron here. I'm a little bit worried about how this is going to go with the microphone being right there. I've got the chisel tip on it right now, which I don't want. And this is not hot yet, by the way. I did not turn it on. So please, for everything that is holy, please don't try and, oh my. Please don't try and remove the soldering iron tip when it's on. That it will be extremely hot. That's me being confident about what I'm doing. I'm gonna put on this tip. Just the tip. Pretty sure that's how you replace it. Alright. There it is. This one, is a bit more like pen-shaped, and I'm hoping it'll do the trick. Yoshi is doing wonders on those drums. Heck yeah, dude. Let's try and move this out of the way a little bit, I think. And maybe move this over just a tad so that I can try not to hit the microphone with the cord. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, let's turn this puppy on. I want it at 300 degrees Celsius. That's what he said to do in the video, that's what I'm gonna do. Just let that do its thing for a little bit. In the meantime, maybe I can figure out... Whoa. In the meantime, maybe I can figure out how to... In the meantime, maybe I can figure out how to, zoom in so you can see this a little better. Let me see if there's any webcam controls on my smartphone. Webcam. Oh, check it out. I can zoom in a little bit. Just, you might have to remind me to zoom back out. And it's not very clear. Maybe I can turn off the light. That doesn't really help. Fun fact, when a leitmotif is reused and rearranged to compose an entire soundtrack, e.g. Yoshi's story, it's called a thematic transformation. Thank you. Honestly, like, remember how I called it, what did I call it? Theme and, what did I call it? Theme and melody or something like that. In the Yoshi's New Island video, I had no idea what the word leitmotif meant. I didn't know it existed. So when people started saying leitmotif to me after I put up that video, I'm like, what is that? And I looked it up later, and then I wished that I used that word in the video. Yay! Yo, what's up? My friend gave me yo, what's up? My friend gave me 5 nights at Ouija's. 5 nights at Ouija's? What in the world is that? Welcome to the stream, Vincent. I know what 5 nights at Freddy's is. Oh no! Ah, my flux! Okay, here's the deal. I think I gave this disclaimer on the last stream. This is called flux. It is a magic paste, essentially, that, yeah, makes soldering a heck of a lot easier. So guess what? I'm using it. Now, the thing is, I don't really understand how it works. It's obviously not really magic, but it helps make very clean solder joints, and it prevents bridging of solder between the pins. So I am going to be using it. It is a tool that I have at my disposal, and yeah, I'm a pansy when it comes to soldering. So anything that I can do to make it easier on myself, I'm gonna do it. That all said, well, I guess there's not really anything more to be said about it. I will be soldering with flux. If that bothers you, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna do it. It is actually magic. Sorry I haven't been talking much. I've been, let's say, busy, doing business. No further information required. You got it, Drip Nova, no problem. Yoshi Band live performance when? Not by me. The only instrument I know how to play is the trumpet. And I have a feeling that might be actually worse than, oh. Yeah, let's go ahead and just put that flux paste on there. I'm accidentally squeezing it out. It doesn't really need a lot, I don't think. What in the world? It's not really squeezing out very well. There we go. Anywho. I don't know what I was saying. Something about flux. I don't know, the flux capacitor. Hello there! Hello there, BrainPick. Welcome to the stream. Some of the music has been really nice in Evolution 3. That's not even something I was thinking about when it was coming out. That's an awesome little, nicety there. Okay. It seems that my soldering iron is ready to go. I'm gonna clean it. And then I'm gonna be really nervous about this. I think I might have accidentally put on a little bit too much flux. Let me smooth it out a little bit with some Q-tip here. And then I will clean it up a little later. I just want to be able to see the solder joints that I'm actually going to be soldering, so... Huh! I haven't done soldering in like 2 years. I never played Luigi's Mansion 3. How is it, says Vincent? I actually like it. Quite a bit. I don't know, like, I don't know how to compare it to Luigi's Mansion 1 because, I don't know, like, the Luigi's Mansion games are ones that I've only played, like, once and never again. Yeah, so I don't really have a great comparison for you, but I liked it a lot. Okay. So I just have to solder these 3. Right? Take it easy, Jeff. You can do this. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Okay. Easy as that. The one there could probably have used a little bit more solder, but that's pretty clean, actually. You can see the solder balls there. That's what we're looking for. Nice. That actually came out pretty good. Oh, I've got the heebie-jeebies. By the way, do you guys want me to zoom that back out to, do you guys want me to zoom that back out to the normal zoom, or is this good? Do you guys like this better? Let me know before I move on. In the meantime, I'm going to check out what I'm supposed to do next. Okay. I think we just have to do the wires next. No, not Best Buy ads! Yay, and it didn't catch on fire! Hang on. Okay, now I just gotta tack the wires down. Yay, and it didn't catch on fire! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What are we trying to do, says Vincent. We are taking the guts of a Game Boy Advance, putting it into a custom shell, and giving it a backlit LCD IPS display, which will be nice. Hey Jeff, what's the worst experience with emulation you remember? Probably Yoshi's Story on the N64. I've never had good luck with emulating N64 games, and that one was just a visual nightmare, and I feel like it might have killed my old laptop. My poor i7, or my poor i7 2700K. That thing never stood a chance. Jump scare unexpected Jeff stream, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. That's right, here I am. Welcome to the stream. I feel like zoomed in is better because we can see more clearly. Yeah, this is about as close as I'm gonna be able to get the camera. So, okay. Good night, Jeff and everyone else. I think I'm gonna go to bed. I don't blame you in the slightest, friend. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good week. Okay, so I need to have 2 wires going this away and 1 wire going that away. So I may as well start with the straight side. Well, I mean, they're both pretty straight, so all we gotta do is push the wire in there. Alright, hold the wire, hold the solder on the solder joint, push the wire in, and Bob's your uncle. That didn't do it. Okay, nice. I have school tomorrow and it's 11:30 for me, but hey, school can wait. It's Jeff we're talking about. As much as I appreciate that, Heloy, you know, if you feel tired and you need the sleep, by all means, friend. I don't mean to keep you away from proper sleep for the night. Okay, that looks good. And I have one more to do. So let's flip this guy around. The other one's supposed to go the other way. Probably would have been better to do these in a row, but I guess that's not how I'm rolling today. Oh, get in there. I'm not steady. Nope. Gotta get in there a little better than that. Okay, that's better. That's better. I think we can turn off the soldering iron for now. Look at that. Give it a little bit of a pull test. Just make sure that's connected. These all look good to me. I'll be fine. I go to sleep at 1 sometimes, says Heloy. That's irresponsible of you, but you know what? I'm not your mom. Can you guys actually see that? At all? This takes me back to the time you modded the 3DS, says Blues Cat. Actually, I did a Game Boy Color. Hey, is there anyone here that hasn't seen the Game Boy Color? I always like showing that off when I get a chance. I wish I could learn something like this. I would love to get an Azrael custom shell for my 2DS. 2DS might be a little bit more complicated. Like, the nice thing about Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, I've been told that those are great starting points for mods like this, because it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, and really they're cheap. So, yeah, like, this is probably the thing I'd recommend first. The first one I did was on a Game Boy Color. Ooh, Game Boy Color, says Blues Cat. Hey, Jeff, if you even remember, what was the most cursed emulator I showed in the gaming channel on the server that you can remember? I don't know if they were really cursed, but Kirby's Adventure definitely was a slow case for emulation. I've seen the Game Boy Color. I played when I was 5 years old when I played Tetris. Here, hang on. Let me go grab that real quick, just so you can see. Also, just because I like showing it off. So this guy is my custom Game Boy Color. I did this on stream about 2 years ago. It's got the Yoshi orange buttons with the green start and select buttons. And I really like how it turned out. And of course, a backlit screen. Looks fantastic. It's got a touchpad up here under, like, here. So if I touch here, it gets brighter. It's got 8 levels of brightness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's max brightness. It looks super good, I'm not gonna lie. I love it. It's my personal Game Boy Color. I played Super Mario Bros. Deluxe on it and pretty much never touched it again. Wow, it looks colorful. I love it, yeah. And I'm gonna be doing something very similar with this one. The only difference is, on the Game Boy Advance, the speaker design, the speaker grill, is a lot more complicated than this guy. So my sister was not able to paint a Yoshi egg on this Game Boy Advance like she was able to my Game Boy Color. So there will not be a Yoshi egg on this guy, which is okay. I'm still gonna have the Yoshi colorway. 6, 7, oh no. I like the music in the background, says 2019. Thank you kindly. It's all Yoshi music. Jeff making a Game Boy Pro Max. Oh dear. Hey, water time. Speaking of Heloy, it's water time. Wow, that was pretty thirsty. Okay. What's next, Mr. Jake Simmons? I'm gonna mute my microphone. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. Okay. If I work something like this, I want something, I want searching for friends from Final Fantasy VI on. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so as I suspected, we are good on this piece. I turned the soldering iron off, so we can set this guy to the side for now. Actually, that might not be the best place to put this. It's gonna end up going on the Game Boy Color screen, Game Boy Advance screen itself. So, now I'm good for the soldering portion for now. Let us grab our shell. So this is an IPS ready kit. I got this from from a listing on eBay. So they said it is IPS V2 ready, and that's what I wanted. So you can see it's got the 3 little holes on the bottom and 3 on the left. I'm gonna snip the one in the middle. That's what he does in the tutorial. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do with my handy dandy flush cutters. Clayton, hi. Look, Jeff, look, it's Avalon's twin brother, the same one I posted about a while ago. Clayton, what? Oh, hi, Clayton. How are you doing? I heard that you have relation to Avalon. Is that true? Careful, Jeff, careful. I will be. Looks like a shelf of my former self. So we're gonna try and snip this guy out of here. I don't know where they get these, I don't know where they get these shells from, but it seems pretty good. I like it. It seems like it's good for my purposes. Proceeds to break the whole thing. Snap! Ah! Okay. Back to the tutorial. Okay, adhesives, my favorite. Okay. The next step is this adhesive thing. This will be good for sticking our screen to later. Oh, hang on. Ever think about making a dark blue Yoshi version of a handheld? Ooh, that's not a bad idea. I kind of have that as one of my controllers. Hey, Sky. You want to come in and have your snack?
I'm trying to eat a protein filled snack.
What do you got, hon? What's your snack?
Half milk, half coconut water.
Okay.
My granola bars with a whole glob of peanut butter. The nurse did say to eat peanuts. I'm like, well, I like peanut butter at least. And milk.
Sky's joining me for a little bit. Say hi, Sky. Well, maybe not when you have your mouth full. I'm sorry. That was really bad timing on my part.
Hello.
Okay. I am going to peel up this part.
Have you noticed truffles come out on our ramp at all?
I haven't noticed, no. Wait a minute, do I leave this here? Hang on. I must consult this one more time.
Sure, that's on the left. I guess it'll be right over here.
Okay, yeah, he took that part off. Okay, this is like a simple step in the process. I don't know why I'm freaking out about it. It's easy, it's the adhesive. Just lay it in there. Uh-oh. Doesn't seem to line up perfectly. Well, whatever. Like, it's lined up pretty well. I'm gonna try to peel it off. Yeah, good thinking, Jeff. It's lined up pretty well, so let's peel it off. Yeah, I'm gonna try and peel it. Just to get it lined up just a little bit better. I don't think it's going to be lined up much better than that, honestly. This is probably a mistake. I shouldn't be doing this. No, 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 no. Nopey, nopey, no. This may not be lined up perfectly, but it's gonna be as well lined up as I can get it, so.
You must be a little nervous. You seem a little shaky.
I am nervous. I'm very nervous. Recycled core music is no longer playing. Okay, punch that out. Good enough, I guess. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm real nervous.
Yeah, I can definitely tell.
I think what bothers me is the fact that this didn't line up perfectly. Which it is just a shell that I got on eBay. So maybe it's not perfect. Okay, well, it's as good as it's gonna get for now. Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! Dr. Jeff. That's not me. Clayton says, yeah, I'm Avalon's brother. I try not to make a big deal about it. I mean, I'm my own man, or at least I want to be. Oh, a little hint of your lore. Whoa! Clayton, what the? Technically, I already did that, but I'm sorry. Golden Guy says, I might soon, for fun, make a Google Drive because I don't want to heavily compress my videos to 10 megabits with the footage of Yoshi's Island, except it's recorded on an ancient emulator. And the game will be trying to notice all the inaccuracies and what's wrong with the footage either tomorrow or in a few days, and post it on the server. Oh, okay. That might be an easier way to, share it. Vincent says, oh, Heloy says, yay, Sky! Vincent says, I have a great snack, a block of cheese.
I do love cheese.
An entire block of cheese.
I'm literally thinking about going and getting cheese, and I think I will now.
Avalon. Oh, hey, a Jeff stream. Oh, hey, Clayton. Clayton, hey, Av. Okay, so the next part. Alright, let's, I'm gonna consult the tutorial. Okay, so the guide says to put this in here as far to the left as you can, but I don't know about that. So I've got the 2 posts here in the way. I don't think I'm putting this in. You've got mail. Alright, so moving on to the next step, I guess. Okay, so now I guess it's time to connect the screen. Now I'm gonna move this out of the way for a moment. I'm not gonna unstick the tape yet, just because. I'm gonna move this over, and then we're gonna... There's 2 tiny little pieces here. I don't know if you can see this, but right here, this piece needs to go into that socket like a puzzle piece. So that's what we're gonna do. Every time I hear cheese, I do a Chuck E. Cheese impression. This is Yoshi Daffy Duck. Where a kid can be a kid.
You can't say I'm not trying to get protein in me right now.
True, you definitely are trying. Oh boy.
I might not be a huge meat eater or even eat eggs much, but I love things like yogurt and cheese and milk and...
It's so small.
I like peanut butter. Probably could eat that, but...
Ugh, I can't see. Man.
And like, I do like meat, I guess I don't eat it like Jeff does.
Oh, I eat a ton of meat. We had steak for dinner earlier, and I ate just an absolute ton of it. Like, I made 2 strips, so nearly 2 pounds of steak for our family. We ate all of it. I'm convinced that Sky and the kids ate like 3/4 of 1 strip, and I ate like the rest of it. So I ate like a strip and 3/4.
Meanwhile, my diet mostly consists of like, I love fruit, so I eat lots of fruit.
Ooh, got it.
And like bread and toast and jelly and... So like, I eat lots of... I like my granola bars, but like I get the granola bars with sugar in them, so it's like I get tons of carbs and sugar in me.
Mario first-person shooter, when he doesn't have one, he definitely has one. It's Yoshi Safari. I applied for a job at Chuck E. Cheese and I'm scared now. 5 Nights at Freddy's in real life. Did you actually? I don't even know where the nearest Chuck E. Cheese is to us. Okay, time to consult the tutorial again. So now we get to try and install the lens. I'm taking this really slow, guys. I'm scared. I really am. Chuck E. Cheese has an animatronic that looks like Mario. Do they really? What gives with that? Okay. So I'm gonna leave the front plasticky bit on there for now. I should probably get my screen out.
I'm kind of surprised that the Chuck E. Cheeses are open anymore.
Yeah, right? There definitely are some. It's the chef guy. Who's the chef guy? Elliot Entertainment Channel. Hello. How are you doing, Elliot? Welcome to the stream. Yes, I did. I'm not joking, says Heloy. The chef guy is the Mario guy? Loki, he does look like Mario. That's funny. Alright, just to make sure this is gonna fit. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna fit. So, should be pretty... Oh no. Uh-oh.
No. Ever since I learned my lesson of tripping over your words in the past, I'm extremely careful now.
Yeah, no, yeah, you definitely should be careful. Oh boy. So peel off this first bit here. And then gonna do like a pinching motion here. Don't touch the lens. Crap. There. And set this guy down just like so. Come on, do I have this? Crap. I'm really struggling with this part, my goodness. No fingerprints, please, no fingerprints. Why do I struggle so much with this? I'm just taking this part off. There, like a glove. And like a glove, I'm getting fingerprints on it. Oh wait, fudge nutters. I should have peeled off the paper stuff before I did this.
I keep forgetting to send Serenity a picture of mine. Maybe I'll
Okay, hon.
It's so bad. Let's do a picture of the coffee or something else. I'm gonna melt in 4 days. I saw it.
Oh, 2 or 3 days isn't that bad to wait on a picture, hon. Okay. Oh, I get way too nervous about this stuff. Oh, I'm so nervous. There's just something about watching Jeff struggle with a piece of glass that's just fun. So he like, yeah, like okay. So the reason I was struggling so much is because I don't want any dust inside this lens. I don't want that. So, would you be installing a Bluetooth module in it so it can be connected to a Bluetooth headphones? No. No, just the headphone jack is good enough for me. If I wanted to do Bluetooth, I'd probably just get like a Bluetooth adapter I'd probably just get like a Bluetooth adapter to plug into a headphone jack. I wouldn't bother doing a mod for that. No. Jeff going Luigi's mod. I don't even know if a mod like that really exists. Jeff, it's your stream pause music. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. This gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like it. Jeff going Luigi mode. Mario! Alright, hang on. Okay, so this is the part where we actually install the screen in the shell itself. Oh, I'm having a hard time here, guys. Man, I don't want to do this. It scares me. Hey Jeff, will you install 3D printed buttons that are near impossible to press down? No. No, I will not be doing that thing that you just said. No. Okay. And so this is the part where I peel the plastic off of the screen here, and then install it in the shell. So, wish me luck. Anyways, Jeff, I've been thinking about cut content from games. What's your favorite cut content from a game? My favorite cut content? Probably the 3D mode in Yoshi's Woolly World. That got cut for some reason. It was kind of like a Yoshi's Crafted World sort of situation where like the camera flips behind Yoshi and you like go forward or backward instead of left to right. Just 3D print the whole thing, says Heli. I'm thinking that's what these people did, honestly. Okay. Alright. So, face down, all the way, face down, all the way, face down, all the way. As far left and as far up as you can get it. That looks pretty good. Oh no. Oh boy. So just press that down. And hopefully we didn't get any of that there dust in there. Let's pray and hope that we didn't. Looks pretty good. So that's in there. Oh man, I am so scared. I am so scared. Ah! Hidden Palace Wood Zone and Genocide City Zone. My favorites are cut levels from Sonic 2. Interesting. Imagine maxing out the specs of the GBA, basically like making a GBA Pro. I don't really know how you would even do that. Other than like, you know. Where did my motherboard go? Oh, there it is. Like, what do you really do aside from like replace the main chips? I don't really know what else you would do, and I don't really know what else that would benefit you. What about speaker choppier than the Mediterranean and lines drawn without a ruler? Lines drawn without a ruler feels like that's something I'm doing right now. Oh, I'm so scared, guys. You have no idea. Well, okay, maybe you have some idea, because I've been shaky this whole time. Okay, my favorite cut content is the original versions of the music for Carnival Night and launch base for the Sonic 3 prototype. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know anything about those. Okay, so I think that part is over. That's like the part I was the most scared of, and it looks like we're through that part. So, oh my goodness, we still have so far to go. Okay. Okay, so it says next we're going to solder the select wire. Oh no, which one was that? Select, and it's the top one there, okay. So let's get these going up this way. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I don't think I should be this nervous. This isn't that bad. I believe in you, Jeff. Thank you. Thank you, Avalon and Clayton. Strangest cut content I've seen is those weird levels with those cats in the South Korean version of Super Paper Mario that isn't in any of the other versions. What? That's so weird. Is this harder than Cuphead? Maybe. I don't think so. It's not actually that hard. I'm just like nervous about it. It doesn't help that I'm a perfectionist, and it doesn't help that I feel like maybe I shouldn't have bought this shell on eBay, but it's the only way that I could get the colors I wanted. So, there you have it. Jeff, are the sprots going to look better? No, but it is going to be a backlit screen. So I'll be able to see the sprots better. Bandit Valley is overrated. I don't know, I like it. I'm excited for November, says Blues Cat. Nice, me too. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. And Black Friday. Okay, so now I need to solder the select wire to the TP2 pin. Which is where? So there's TP2. That's the one I need to solder to, right? Oh boy. Can I even show it to you? Right there. That little spot right there is where I need to solder this wire to. So let me just make 100% sure, because I'm nervous. Huh. I don't know what this error message is on my iron. Please tell me my soldering iron didn't die halfway through this project. Why is that doing that? I don't even know what that is. Hang on. I gotta look this up, guys. My soldering iron is throwing me an error message, and I need to look at what I'm doing. What it's doing. A sensor error, meaning there is a malfunction in the sensor circuit or a poor connection. To fix this, you should first check that the soldering tip is fully and correctly inserted into the handle. If the problem persists, next steps would include cleaning the tip, checking the internal contacts for loose or misaligned copper sheets, and gently adjusting them to ensure good contact. Okay, so my soldering iron isn't happy with me. And I'm pretty sure it's hot. The sensor just wasn't. I'm not touching that. We're gonna have to hold off there for a second. Yeah, I'm not touching this guy. Oh, I see. Yeah, it definitely looks a little misaligned. Yeah, okay. Okay. The entire level is a glitch. Oh, I'm sorry. I should read that whole thing. Anyways, what's interesting about Sonic 2 Hidden is still in the final game with its title card, and the game still has the song from Hidden Palace, but it's not a full level in the final game. Interesting. Man, I don't think this is hot. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. Might be like a little residual warmth in there, but yeah, it just looks like I didn't really connect it super well. when I switched out the tip, it, yeah, it may not have made fantastic contact. Well, let's try and screw that all the way down. Still looks a little wonky to me. Let's see. I'm telling you, the Yoshi is cursing you. You might be right. Okay, that seems to have done the trick. All there is left of that level is a lone tails oh no. It's still telling me the sensor thing is messed up. What? Huh. Well, that might be a problem for the rest of this process. It's hot, I just don't know if it's too hot. I'm a little worried now, guys. I'm a little worried now. Is it possible for Luigi's Mansion to return a Nintendo EAD? Probably, well, I mean, anything's possible, but probably not. But considering Donkey Kong did, you never know. Jeff, is the next Yoshi game if the next Yoshi game cost $120, would you still buy it? Ooh, $120? Oh, man. Probably not. Not new anyway. I'd probably try and find a copy used, because I can't imagine a Yoshi game that's sold for $120 would sell many copies at all. So I guess I would hold off and see what happens with the used market. I imagine what would happen is the Yoshi game would probably probably end up flopping hard, and then retailers looking to clear their inventories of those games would probably try and sell it at a big discount. That's what I'm thinking would happen. What if it was a 3D Yoshi game? Probably still even that. No interest in $120 games, friendo. All there is left of that level is... Oh, I already read that. Pokemon X and Y have it weird but interesting. Jeff just did Yoshi horse noise, lol. Oh. Imagine this is still quite hot. I'm so confused. It seemed to work. Oh, wait, maybe... No? Huh. Starting to think this soldering station just sucks. I imagine this is still hot. Yeah. Not 300 degrees Celsius hot, but still quite hot. Well, warm anyway. Warm enough that I don't really want to mess with it right yet. But seriously, Jeff, check out the level if you time for the original Sonic 2. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Would you trust Yoshi with doing your taxes, or would Yoshi commit tax fraud and frame you? Yeah, I mean, either way, I wouldn't trust him to do my taxes. Meme status, yeah, no. I don't want a fraudster doing my taxes. Thinking about it seriously, though, as seriously as I can think about Yoshi doing my taxes, I mean, Yoshi lives on Yoshi's Island. He probably doesn't know anything about taxes, or money in general. I mean, what do the coins really buy you, other than, like... Well, I don't know. I guess maybe he would understand coins, but probably not tax. Isn't Yoshi's Island DS one of the best-selling Yoshi games? I think so. I think it's like the second best-selling Yoshi game. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly. Let me take a look while I'm waiting for my soldering station to stop freaking out. Yoshi game sales. I know there's a list. Let's see. This might be it. Yeah, here we go. Sales. Main series, unknown. Okay, this is not helpful at all. Oh, for the Wii Virtual Console? Hmm, okay. Hang on. My computer does not like me right now. Yoshi's Island DS, 3.36 million. Yoshi's Island, apparently like 6.95. That doesn't sound right. Yoshi's Island DS was pretty up there though, like 3.5 almost, 3.5 million. I don't like this list. I don't feel like this list is helpful. Yeah, video game sales wiki. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that it sold. It was up there. It was like oh boy, hang on. Yep, there it is. The Windows 7 sound. So Jeff, how have you been? Says Clayton. I've been nervous. I've been very, very nervous, Clayton. This is a project that I'm not super sure I'm super qualified for, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh no! Having my magnetic screwdriver here was a mistake. It's warm, but it's not 300 degrees Celsius. Should I just try a different tip? I mean, I like this tip, that's the problem. Maybe I should try a different tip. How about this one? This one's nice and clean. Basically the same thing. Let's try that one. Clayton, well, everyone starts somewhere, I guess. I'm sure you've got this. Thank you, Clayton. Your support is greatly appreciated. Hard to believe the PlayStation 2 lasted from 2000 to 2013. Yeah, 2013 was when it was officially discontinued, right? I mean, being the best-selling video game console of all time, hard to blame them. Makes you wonder when the Switch 1 will be discontinued. Because it's been 8 years, 8.5 years since that thing was launched. It's still throwing me that error. I'm so nervous. Okay, it's bringing me up to the 300 degrees C. Okay, looks like we're okay. Alright, we're going for it. 8 years? What? This is Blue Sky. Yeah, 2017, my man. Select is the top wire, and I have to do this tiny little pad here. Yeah, no, the Switch is 8.5 years old. Oh, geez. The Switch is 8.5 years old. March 3rd, 2017 is when that thing came out. Yes, it is 8 years old. I know, doesn't that just blow your mind? It blows my mind. Come on. Guys, I am super nervous. I am not even going to fib to you. I am very nervous. Just calm down. Deep breaths, Jeff. So the select pin is this guy. I keep like having to remind myself, yes, that is indeed the correct one. You're looking at the right one, Jeff. Put a little more solder in there. Yeah, good. Good on that guy. Okay. Select pin is the top one. So I just have to take this. I want to bring it in from the top here if I can. Big Yoshi is in Mario Wonder DLC. Is he really? Okay. 1 second. Nope. That looks good to me. Let me check for any bridging. You just try and clean that guy a little bit. Use just a tad of IPA. It would help if I turned it on. Just a little that'll do you. Feel like that. Yeah, man, I really am nervous. I'm sorry, guys. I'm extremely nervous about this one. I don't know what it is. I think, okay, you know what I think it is? Also, this looks good. It does not look like I've bridged any connections there. See those tiny little dots? You see those tiny little dots above that red wire? Yeah, those are vias, and I don't want those shorting. It doesn't look like they are. I think I'm over worrying. I don't want them shorting though. Okay. That looks scary to me, says Vincent. I think, okay, here's what I think it is. So this guy right here, my Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Color was basically a practice run. If I messed this up, I didn't really care that much. The Game Boy Advance, I am nervous about because, like I said, I borked my Game Boy Advance, and now this is like my only hope for playing Game Boy Advance games because my DS Lite is also broken. This is scary to me. Even though it's not actually more scary, I think I'm just psyching myself out. I think that's it. Hi, Truffles. Hi, you cute little thing. Trying to get Truffles to come out and say hi. Last game for GBA was in 2008, and it was a game that was bundled with an anime DVD called Samurai Deeper Kyo. It was never released standalone. Interesting. Alright, back to the tutorial. Oh yeah, I forgot you had a guinea pig. Yeah. Yeah, I do. And she is a cute little thing. She's shy. I doubt we could even see her if we... Right there. Yeah, you can kind of see her peeking out a little bit. Hi, Truffles. Hi, you cute little thing. You can kind of see her a little bit. Avalon, a guinea pig! How adorable. She is adorable. He likes animals. Hawaii! She's adorable. She really is. Maybe I'll bring her out at the end of the stream to help me calm down. Back to the top camera. And back to the tutorial for a minute. Okay, so this is the easy part. I get to put in my buttons now. So that's the easy part. I'm psyching myself out. This isn't that hard. I promise. This is not that hard. Like, everything you've been seeing so far, this is like beginner soldering stuff. It's not hard. I'm just psyching myself out to the extreme. And again, I think it's just because my Game Boy Color, I didn't mind so much if I screwed it up. The Game Boy Advance, I actually do care a lot more about. So, I just want to make sure everything is right. And if it's not, you know what? What I need to tell myself is, you know what? If it's not all a-okay, if it's not all perfect, that's all right. This is not the end of the world. This was a passion project. And if I don't get a working Game Boy Advance out of the deal, well, you know what? That's okay. I need to just accept that. If everything goes wrong, the biggest problem is I'm out like $100. Big hairy whoop. Not really a bad thing. And hey, we get a fun to watch Jeff going nuts over simple beginner soldering stuff, so there you go. We didn't get nothing out of the deal. Okay, so these are our membranes. This is the part that actually makes contact with the motherboard when we push the button. So that's pretty easy stuff. I think that's all the ones I do though. Polter Pup versus Poochie. Hard to believe PS3 had a physical release as late as 2022. What? What were they? Vincent says, Truffles, you're cute. I need to pet her. Me too. I want to pet her after this. Hard to believe PS3 had a... Okay, I read that. This month, Polterpup wins. However, each other month, they tie. Yeah, I would also agree. They are both pure precious boys. Well, you replace the shell with a shell so big and bulky that it would be more convenient to bring a TV with a GameCube and a Game Boy player with you at all times? I don't know that I could even fathom that, friend. What could you possibly do that would be easier, that would be harder than a CRT with a GameCube and a Game Boy player? Alright, hang on. I need to mute for a sec. So just like Jake Simmons always forgets in his videos, I forgot completely about the light pipe. There's this tiny little plastic part in the original Game Boy Advance. See that little plastic thing? You can kind of see it shine. That diffuses the light from the power indicator LED on the Game Boy Advance. And yeah, we're gonna need that. So I'm gonna take it out of the Game Boy Advance. I never took it out. I forgot to do that. And I'm gonna put it in here. There. Easy. Avalon, Clay, why are you even watching tech customization anyway? This is not the types of things you're interested in. Nova invited me, mainly to introduce me to Jeff. Clayton, I have to ask, what are your interests? If not tech modification. The PS3 physical release that released in 2022 was Shakedown Hawaii because the developer liked porting his games to old consoles. He also did a Europe-only Wii port in 2020. That's wild. It's funny too. It seems so random. Alright, anyway. Hang on. Alright, so this part might be a little tricky. And I'll get to why in a minute. Clayton, I like sports, mainly baseball. I've been practicing, but it's not looking good so far. Other than that, I'm not sure. I'm still finding out, I guess. I see. You're still finding out. What exactly does that mean? Also, my son is getting into baseball. Well, t-ball. I've been practicing some baseball stuff with him the last couple of weeks. And he's gotten pretty good at it, honestly. I look forward to seeing what happens when he joins t-ball next year. Golden Guy, imagine going to your local game shop to find a random Wii game in 2020 being sold despite the Wii being discontinued years ago. Yeah, that would be a trip. I'm back. I'm busy Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. My friend gave it to me. Nice, Vincent. Okay, so remember how I said earlier that my Game Boy Advance says 32 right here? That means that I have the 32-pin version of the screens. There could be either 32 pins or 40 pins. Mine again was a 30 pin, a 32 pin. And that coincides with this guy, so just quick double check on there. So, this kit has, or this ribbon, the Flex PCB has both the 40 pin and 32 pin connectors. So what I need to do is crease this guy under here, not a hard crease, just kind of pinch it a little bit. And then I'm gonna flip this guy up like that, not creasing it basically whatsoever, but making sure it wants to go that way. Okay, that looks good to me. I need to make sure that my wires are going out this way. This is nerve-wracking. Need to make sure my wires are going out this way. Okay. Let me quick double check what he does here, because this is the point where we fold it all over. Yoshi's New Island in a few words. Oh no, kazoos! Fortunately, the kazoos aren't overbearing in the music I've picked. Okay, so I don't think it's that complicated, but there's a lot going on here, which might mean it's complicated, I guess. Want to just make sure that this stuff is not going over the buttons, because that would be no-no. Don't want that to get pinched. Same thing for that. Gonna fold this back up. Okay. And I'm gonna put the foam, this is insulating foam that goes over top of all my stuff here. That might go this way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that goes that way. Just the shape of it tells me it goes this way. Gonna put the foam over top of all that. And we're gonna fold this over the top. Making sure this does not go underneath the buttons, which it wants to right now. Let's twist it a little bit, I guess. Don't want it going under the buttons there. And kinda keeping it all together like that. Gonna set it down. Yep, it wants to go there. Yeah. Okay, so that's how it wants to go. So now we'll screw it down. Where do I screw it back down into? I don't remember.
Same spot as the brick table, but keeping this pinched now that I have my Wi-Fi control, we're gonna find our 3 Phillips screws that are silver and shorter. Some of your kits might have all Phillips screws from the aftermarket ones. Those are typically the cheap screws, so nice shiny silver. I've got 3 small Phillips screws as well as a black Phillips screw. This is for the outside. The rest of these should be dry-link screws. I'm going to take the Phillips. I'm going to stick it in those 3 holes. They are designated by these circles around on the motherboard.
Okay, the circles around them on the motherboard. This guy, and this guy. I only have 2. So. I do like this music. It's helping me out a lot. I don't remember if it was here. I feel like it was here. Don't tighten that all the way on that side just because. And this guy. I like that he did specify that. Oh, this might be happening a little off screen. I'm sorry. Truffles is running around in her cage a little bit. That's nice. That is helping me out a little bit. That's helping me keep a little bit calmer, knowing I've got company. Okay. Hey, hon. This should not be making me as nervous as it is, but it truly... I'm so nervous. Okay. Okay, Avalon. Truffles. Truffles being a cute truffle. Yeah, she's being adorable. She's cleaning herself. Hi, you cute little thing. I probably am gonna pick her up at the end of the stream and just show her off just because I love Truffles. She's such a cute little thing. What's that, hon? Okay. I'm testing out the buttons. They feel good. Yeah, they feel fine. They feel fine. Nice marriage ring, Jeff. Thank you. It's tungsten. I love this thing. Clayton, finding out my interests. I guess I... Oh, hang on. I guess I like cars too. They're pretty cool, but I'm not crazy about them. I also, like plants, I guess? They're pretty cool. They smell nice. I don't know. Sounds like you've got some self-discovery to do, friend. Well, Jeff, I think I'm going to go to sleep. Even though I sleep really late, even on school days, I just feel really tired. Understandable. See ya. Golden guy, get yourself some sleep. Thanks for tuning in. I know this has been a very slow, very painful process. I'm so nervous. We're almost done, though. But thanks for tuning in. Have a good couple of days. Have a happy and safe Halloween. Take care, friend. I like cars and Japanese anime robots, says Blue's Cat. That's fair. Absolutely fair. Okay. Okay. Calm down, Jeff. This is not that hard. It really isn't. It really is not that bad. Alright, back to the tutorial. I keep getting ads. It's so annoying. Okay, so, oh, I hate autocorrect. Contra. You know what's sadder than Aerith's death is losing the shotgun in Contra. Oh, I bet. I haven't played either, so Final Fantasy VII or Contra. Clayton, yeah, I've got a lot to learn about myself. Long story short, I haven't been able to really live until recently. This might be a little bit personal, Clayton, but are you also a clone, if I may ask? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my soldering station. Yeah, okay. We're looking good on the soldering station. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the ribbon cable, this guy here, flip it over the top and put it in this ribbon cable connector. So, with very, very much care, at least as much care as I can manage, got that inserted there, and pinch it down. That looks good to me. What do you guys think? Does that look good? I think that looks good. Alright. Okay, now... really. I'm starting to dislike this soldering station. I've had it for a couple of years, but I've barely used it at all. And it's throwing me this sensor error. Clayton, kind of? My physical body is, thanks to my brother. I see. Interesting. It looks okie dokie! Yoshi, looks yummy! Okay, now we have more soldering to do. I'm going to watch the tutorial and then I'll come right back. Okay, now the deal is, I'm going to solder these wires to the R and L buttons, and it's going to be the second pin from the left on both. Very important, it's the same on both, it's not mirrored, it is this one and this one. Wire sod is going to be okay. What? I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. I'm just nervous. I feel like there's probably something I've messed up. We'll find out here shortly, I suppose. Okay. Let's give it a go. I'm gonna turn it a little bit. Yeah, that's still in the shot. Maybe not very well, but it's still in the shot. Come on. He made the point that this is like 20-year-old solder. So, you know, it is what it is, but that honestly went pretty well. He's wrapped it around these two capacitors. Looks good to me. And honestly, this might be a good application of Kapton tape. I'll see here in a minute if I feel like that's necessary. I feel like it probably is. Alright, and now we're gonna do the same thing on this side, second from the left. Anyways, dumb jokes aside, I'm glad I was able to see an old friend. Heck yeah, Vincent. I meant, why are you sawed? My bad. Why am I soldering? I getcha. I can appreciate a good dad joke. No, yeah, Vincent, I appreciate that you're here. Definitely, friend. The old tug test. Looks good to me. I'm so nervous. I don't know if I should be. This isn't that bad because like now the soldering is done. The soldering's all done. So what Jake Simmons did is he mentions that you don't want to get caught between the screw posts on these wires because that would be a very bad. So I think what I'm gonna do, oh yeah, he tucks the red wire down underneath the cartridge slot. That is not going to get in the way of any game cards. It's just like there's an empty space back there. So we're gonna try and tuck it back there as best we can. Maybe we'll go around. Yeah, no, that looks pretty good. I'm thinking that this is a great application for some Kapton tape. We're going to try and avoid all the holes. Well, all the major ones anyway. Where's my Kapton tape? Do I have any? Ah! High temp masking tape. So here's what I'm gonna do. This may not be a great idea for now. It might not be future-proofing anything, but this is thermally unconductive tape, I believe. I mean, tape is plastic with some glue, so yeah, of course it's not going to be thermally conductive. And this isn't even Kapton tape, it's like the off-brand stuff. It's like the Great Value version. I want the thinnest one I can, so that would be this guy. Womp, 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 womp. I weirdly never get tired of doing puns. I am a father, so neither do I. The Yoshi and Donkey Kong costumes were scrapped for Odyssey. Weird. Okay. If I become a villain, my tragic origin story would be spilled water on my head, and now I want revenge. Lol. That's one heck of an origin story, I'll admit. Ah, cold water! What an inconvenience! Now I'm mad forever. What would the redemption arc be? I have to ask. Okay. So I'm gonna peel up some Kapton tape here. The guide, it does not call for Kapton tape. I just want to note that. I think he is very confident that he will not have any issues. I'm not so confident. Where did my Kapton tape go? Seriously, where did it go? Okay, there we go. Bum, 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 bum. So I'm gonna use the Kapton tape and stick it down right. Well, that might not be the best spot for it. Whatever. That was a lot of Kapton tape. Like, just looking at it, it's a lot of tape. Good enough. See how I kind of taped it down? Taped it so that the wire's not going to go anywhere? Wire ain't going anywhere, boys. Maybe I'll do the same thing on this side, just because this makes me uncomfortable. Are you guys enjoying this? Or is it just kind of cringe watching me go, oh, solder, alignment, tape? I have to ask, what's the user experience on this one like? Goodness gravy. It's such a tiny little piece. Such a tiny little piece of tape. Actually, I'm not sure that this is gonna do anything. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get a new piece of tape. Screw that piece. Jeff moments galore. You're good, do what you enjoy. Alright, appreciate it. Thank you guys. I am enjoying this to some degree. I think it's just freaking me out a lot more than it really has any right to. Because really, this isn't that bad. I've shown you guys what kind of soldering is required. It really isn't that bad. I wonder if this is why he doesn't recommend Kapton tape, is just because... Which side is sticky? That side, okay. It's because it's such a pain. I'm not even convinced that's really gonna do much. It seems to be holding. So there you go. Kapton tape. Capcom tape? Capcom tape? It's this thermally resistant tape. Often used in electronics like this. And Kapton is just the name of the brand, but I have the off-brand stuff, so I don't know why I'm even calling it that. What do I even have? Elegco tape. Not a sponsor, not even necessarily recommended. I just got it because it's cheap. Yoshi, it food. I mean, good. What if the costumes were put on an update on the same day as the mystery book? I don't think that's happening, friend. If they didn't care enough to port Yoshi's Woolly World to the Switch, I doubt they'd care enough to do that. Clayton, she's not dumb, just ignorant, you mildly stained cabbage grease. What? That's an insult I haven't heard before. I like it though. I think. Okay, let's make sure that we're not over any screw holes.
Test.
So at this point, he's putting in the wires. I mean the buttons. My goodness, I'm thinking a lot about wires right now. Where's my Y0? Why did I put it in like that? So getting my tri-tip. What music is this? Yoshi's New Island. This is, let me see what the actual music title is. Sundown Savannah from Yoshi's New Island. But it's like the version that only has half of the instruments. I think. Yeah. It's like the version that only has like half of the instruments. Okay, so I'm good to put in my buttons. Just so you know, these aren't buttons, they're just the, like the frame on the side. I feel like the shell was probably 3D printed. Probably, because like, some parts of it didn't feel exactly right. Okay, and then this just goes here. It's for the power switch. And then the L button goes on this side, on the right side. Just remember, we're upside down right now. Okay. That one's good. Yeah, that's good. We got a wee tiny little metal filament here. That's for the spring action, for bringing the L and R buttons back to their standing position. If you were wondering what that was all about, I wanted to test and make sure that that was going in correctly. What in the... This one's a lot more difficult. There we go. Okay, good on there. From this point, I think we just button her up. I've been doing this for 2 hours. Wildlands or whatever it's called. Love this music. It's a certified classic from Yoshi's Island DS. Probably my favorite. Okay, just gotta snap this down. Just like that. There we go. Good. Now we're gonna put in the black screw there. I believe that is a, Also, it's Halloween, Jeff. Any spooky games you like? It's not Halloween yet. I'm gonna be basic and say I enjoy Luigi's Mansion, but I'm not, like, crazy about it. I enjoyed it to a decent extent. Like, I played it going on 6 years ago now. My goodness, I'm old. Yeah, I think it was about 6 years ago. No, it was 5 years ago. I played it a year late. And I enjoyed it, Luigi's Mansion 3. Luigi's Mansion I've only played like once or twice. And it's not like my favorite, but it's cool, I guess. Okay. And... get this guy in here. I'm fairly certain these are all the same screw. But I'm gonna be extra careful. I think I'm gonna be extra careful. Don't want to over tighten these. Don't want to break anything. Avalon, wow, already near the end. Good job, Jeff. I'm doing a lot of this off screen, I'm sorry. Let me just push this up. Yeah, almost done. We're just buttoning it up now. Don't want to tighten those too much. Okay. Okay, that feels good. The zombie looking at Luigi in fear. The zombie? What are you talking about? The zombie? I don't remember there being any zombies in Luigi's Mansion. Oh, I'm putting that on the wrong side. Whatever, they're all the same. Literally, these are all the 6 are all the same, like identical tri-wing screws. Oh, I'm nervous, guys. What if I turn this over, turn it on? What if I turn this over, turn it on, and nothing happens? Even after I put the batteries in. I want to see a Luigi's Mansion hack where Luigi goes through the Resident Evil 1 mansion. Zombie looking at Luigi in fear. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I missed that first comment. That's my bad. Okay. For Halloween, you should display the Wolf Link amiibo. Ooh, good idea. Maybe I'll... Wait, no. The Wolf Link amiibo doesn't show up in Yoshi's Woolly World. I was gonna say I could do the Yoshi's Woolly World costume. That would be pretty cool. Are we looping here? I feel like we might have looped once. I shouldn't be so nervous about this, but I am. Like, again, what if I turn this over and there's something I forgot? What if I turn it over and it doesn't work? There's a lot of what ifs going through my mind right now. I'm scared. I think I followed all the steps right. Let's double check all these screws, make sure we're good. If I can get it in the hole! There. Yeah, no, this could use a little bit more tightening. That's good. Oh, I'm so nervous. Yeah, these could all use just a little bit more tightening. Yeah, maybe not all of them. These ones are pretty good. Okay, before I turn it on, hang on. Okay, that all feels good. Okay, let's see if there's anything else before I put the batteries in. Okay, I didn't think there was anything left other than to just put the batteries in. Let's put them up face up just for good luck. Also, not sponsored by EVL, just happen to like that they're cheap batteries and they work for me, so. Battery door. Okay. Here's the moment of truth, guys. Oh no! Nada! I see nothing! Oh no! What could I have done wrong? Oh no! Darn it! Well, we're going back in, boys. Ah. What could I have done wrong? Oh boy. Well, this this ain't great. Ah, troubleshooting time. So it's not any of the soldering. All of this could have been done with no soldering. So none of the soldering would be the issue. Well, at least it's on. I mean, I guess. Nada, none, zilch, null, nothing. The console doesn't work. It's not the console, it's the screen. Maybe I didn't put the, maybe I didn't get the, ribbon cable all the way in there. Let's double check the ribbon cable. Is my playlist over? Well, at least it's on. Yeah. Do you think the next Luigi's Mansion should replace Mario with Daisy? Ooh. Ooh, that's actually an interesting idea. I like that idea, actually. Unbelievable. What did I do? What did I do wrong? This doesn't help with my confidence. Absolutely does not. But I'm gonna keep going. By the way, if you guys feel the need to dip, by all means do so. I don't want to be responsible for you not waking up for work or school the next day. Yeah, like you said, at least it's on. At least that much works. If I had to guess, it's the ribbon cable. And that, well, that sucks. I'm so flustered right now. And King Boo corrupting Waluigi, turning him into a vampire. A Waluigi vampire. What a great idea. I like the haunted ghost ship idea for Luigi's Mansion game. Ooh, a haunted ghost ship? Like the one they find in Mario World? That could be an interesting little bit of continuity there, honestly. That one doesn't want to come out for some reason. It'll come out. It'll come out, just... It's taking its time. I was really hoping that would have just turned on. Well, I mean, it turned on, it's just the screen didn't do anything. And that's probably worse, honestly. Waluigi takes a deal with a King Boo so he can be in Smash. It can't be that I creased the cable too much. I'm guessing what it is a poor connection with, I'm guessing what it is a poor connection with the ribbon cable connector. And that's actually still in there. There we go. I wish there was a way I could tell definitively. This is the troubleshooting part that I dislike so much. So let's lift these up. Something tells me that it is this part that just isn't in fully. Not making all the contact that it should be. And if it's not that, then I cry. Alright, so I'm not gonna put this all the way back together at this point. I'm just gonna put a couple screws in. Like, maybe these ones and these ones. And just make sure that it turns, well, do I even want to screw them in all the way? I don't know. Because at this point, I'm troubleshooting. And I really don't want to have to desolder anything if I can, oh. I really don't want to have to desolder anything if I can help it. I really, really don't. Jeff, apples or oranges? Apples. Definitely apples. Like, I know that the phrase bad apple is thrown around a lot, but I've had more bad oranges than I've had bad apples. We went apple picking a few weeks ago, maybe a couple weeks ago? Recently, this month anyway. And I got, well, we got 4 5-pound bags of apples, because, like, it was me, Sky, JJ, and Shaden all doing the apple picking. which was a lot of fun. And we each got our own 5-pound bag of apples. When you can take a wild stab in the dark, who carried them back to the van? But anyway, that was a lot of fun. We got like basically 2 full bags of Honeycrisp apples and 2 full bags of what they call Macoun apples. I wasn't familiar with Macoun apples at the time, but they're like kind of a lighter taste, but they're tart. I like them, but I don't like them as much as Honeycrisp. Honeycrisp are my absolute favorite. And, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I guess, to the point, though. I've had more oranges, like, for oranges, I feel like it's a 50-50 shot as if it's gonna be, or as to whether it's gonna be dry and tasteless, or if it's gonna be, you know, juicy and delicious and amazing. I've had a lot less bad apples than I've had bad oranges. Still nothing. Dang. You know, the other part that I'm thinking it might be is, Well, hang on. I want to try one quick thing. This shouldn't make a difference, but I want to test it anyway. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it definitely still plays the game. Oh man. Like the only part that we actually care about in the entire mod is not working. Oh, that sucks. Clayton, I prefer apples. Avalon, I prefer oranges. I've literally never had a bad orange in my life. That's so interesting. I don't think I've had a bad apple either, says Drip Nova. That is interesting. Alright. Okay, there's one other part that I'm thinking it could be. I'm thinking it could be the connector. I'm thinking it could be the connector at the bottom of the board. And that really sucks. I wish there was a way I could test, like, continuity. I probably should have tested this before I put it in, honestly. I know they say to do that, and I did not do that. What a fool I am. Because I don't know if it actually worked or not beforehand. Yeah, no, I've had oranges that are, like, dry and tasteless. And I've had apples that are, like, they don't taste the greatest, and they're, like, kind of mushy. Like, I like the nice crisp apples with a nice firm texture. So, like, I've had bad apples. It's not like they're disgusting, but, like, they're not the most pleasant experience. And I've had oranges that just suck. So. Okay, well, Well, yeah, this looks like it's in there, man. So, I guess it's not the, I'm gonna take out the R button and L button. I guess it's not, and I'm gonna take this out too, and the power switch. Because now I gotta get back in there. And I did not want to get back in there. Ugh. It's really frustrating. Felt like I was doing good, man. Like, what could I have done wrong? Again, that's what we're here to find out. Ugh. These are Phillips head. So the tough part here is Man. The tough part here is I don't know if I should desolder anything or if I should just, like, go for it, you know? I guess I'm gonna just go for it for now. And, I'm gonna go nice and slow, and if I decide that I'm not going the right way, then then I'll go back and desolder, but I'd really rather not do that. Avalon, I believe in you, Jeff! Clayton, I'm gonna go get some water, BRB. Alright, you do you, friend. You do you. So I'm gonna give these guys all the slack they need. I'm gonna take this guy and pick it up over the top of these capacitors, so that it's got some slack. And take this guy out from underneath the cartridge slot to give that some slack. And again, you could do this whole thing without doing any soldering, so I'm pretty confident that this is not the issue. Oh man, almost forgot to undo this part. Do I really need to undo this part? Yeah, I should. I feel pretty confident that that was in there well, so I don't feel like this is the problem. I am so sad right now. What part is stuck? There. What is the part that is giving us trouble? I'm starting to wonder if the screen is just not... if the screen is just bad. Did I crease this too much? Maybe I did. I don't think so. I wish there was a way for me to test that. All of this seems to be in good order. What happened? Okay, I feel like that was in there well. So let's take that out. I'm kind of doing that off. No, it's still on screen. I don't think I mishandled anything. I did not test it. I am starting to wonder if I just got a bad screen. Maybe I did. Once again, I don't really know how you're supposed to test that sort of thing. It's been sitting in a box for a long time. Have you heard of King Yoshi? Not going to tell you what game he's in. I think so. Isn't that from Paper Mario on the S64? I haven't played that game, but I'm fairly certain that there is a large Yoshi with like a feather, and he's like the king of the Yoshis. I'm fairly certain that's correct, right? Yeah, I don't think I creased that too much. I might just have literally gotten a bad screen. Oh, Okay. So now I need to take this back up there. I don't think I creased it too badly. I don't think that's what's going on here. Alright, we're gonna try this out. I'm not confident that this fixed anything. And if it didn't, I think I might just have to give up for now and come back to it at some other point. Because it is 2:15 right now here. Yeah, it's 2:15. I do not know how much more I want to fiddle around with this thing. Mario Bros. 3 SNES and GBA version. Oh! Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. World 7. I forget what exactly the king was supposed to be in the NES version. I feel like he might have been like one of those birds from Mario Bros. 2. Forget what they're actually supposed to be called. But yeah, I feel like that's what it was. Okay. Try beating on the one of the airships with the frog suit. Oh, I have. That is a ton of fun to like mess around with the frog suit and the Tanuki suit on the airship, because like you rescue the king or whoever. Yeah, it's the king of each world. You rescue the king of each world, and then if you beat it with the frog suit, they're like, guards, get this frog out of my castle. And then if you get the Tanuki, or if you beat it with the Tanuki, they're like, thank you, kind raccoon, please tell me your name. That's fun. That's a fun little Easter egg. It is. You know what? I'm starting to wonder if I did get the ribbon cable, or I didn't get the ribbon cable far enough in there. Because that seemed to go in a little further this time. Of course, it's not like going back in. I don't know why that's like misaligned or something. Why is that? Oh, okay. I just wasn't doing it right. Alright, let's try that. Oh no. Oh no. I missed the start and select buttons. Oh no. Nuts. Well, let's at least... Let's at least make sure that works. Alright, let's at least check and see if that works. I don't even care about putting in the L and R buttons right now. I don't yet. Oh, but I do need to put in the power switch. What am I thinking? You know what? I'm just gonna do it. Made a plush of King Yoshi for some reason. Did they? Who's they? I have to ask that. Who is they? Where did I put my tweezers? Oh, they're there. Yeah, I feel like I might not have put the pins in there all the way. That might have been part of my problem. This is supremely frustrating, guys. I hate... I hate this. Miss Mess crossover episode. Avalon, hey hon. The two talk for a bit while Jeff loses his mind trying to mod a GBA. Well, I know you're right about the second part. TH is a tone tag, it means lighthearted. I like seeing your hairs in HD. Do you now? Technically, you're only seeing him in like 720p. Well, actually, I don't know what the... I'm using my Google Pixel as a webcam, and I don't know what the resolution of it is. Like, I know that the resolution of a Google Pixel webcam is like 50 megapixels. I'm gonna try and like sneak this in there, so I don't have to take this whole thing out. And 50 megapixels or so on the, or maybe it was 48, I don't remember. But 48 or 50 megapixels on the Google Pixel 7a's cameras. And I don't know how that translates to I don't know how that translates to being an Android webcam. So you may be seeing it in non-HD. Some old plush company from the 90s. Huh. That's actually really interesting. Okay, once again, I don't really care about... Well, okay, you know what? I do care about getting these tightened down. Just because if this actually does work, I don't want to have to open this up again and, you know, screw everything down a little tighter. That doesn't sound like fun to me. I don't think I creased this too much. I feel like I was being really careful with it. I don't think I broke anything. I just don't think it's getting the signal somehow. You know, I'm gonna know this Game Boy in and out, you know? Like, I'm gonna know the guts of it like no one else does, or maybe you guys do at this point. Like, you watch me do all this. You're familiar with the process at this point. There. Get those nice and inserted so that there's no doubt that I've put them in all the way. Take you all the way. Da 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 da. Oh, I love this music. I mean, the track's pretty much over now, but I love that music. Ugh! Man. I'm so nervous at this point. I will admit that the Yoshi's Woolly World music is helping me keep a little calm. Did anyone still want to see Truffles at the end of this? Whether I get it working or I don't, I feel like petting Truffles will bring me joy. And I wonder if you would obtain joy also from watching me pet Truffles. She is so cute. She is the cutest little thing. Wait a minute. I have this on right now. Okay. I want to see Truffles! Yes, Truffles! Yes, I shall pet Truffles. Okay. She does sometimes run away a little bit in the cage, so it might take me a bit to get her. You'll just have to accept that. Like, they are... Guinea pigs are, creatures of prey. So they have the instinct to just run away. Even if they aren't really in danger, they have a tendency to run away. So if she's running away when I'm trying to pick her up, just understand that is natural instinct. It's not us like abusing her or something. Perish the thought. I would never. Clip that in. Yeah. There. Snapped in. We're gonna put in this bottom screw first. Not even really gonna put it in all the way. Yes, I can relate. My birds are dramatic. I'm glad you're against animal abuse. Oh, of course. I love animals. Never would want to hurt God's creatures. Unless I was hunting for survival, and then I would try to make it quick and painless as I could for them. I've never gone hunting. I've never gotten into hunting. And I wonder if I would be any good at it. I have my doubts. Again, if I needed to for survival, I'm not against hunting. Even hunting for sport, like, it keeps the ecosystem in check, so that I don't mind. But, like, animal abuse for the fun of it, or like, if you prolong the pain of these hunted creatures and you get enjoyment out of it for some reason, then yeah, that's shameful. But no, yeah. Animal abuse, not a fan. First, I thought you were about to say, I love animal abuse. What is wrong with me? Alright. Who's ready for disappointment? Are you ready for disappointment? I don't know if I am. Yeah. Yeah. There it is! Look at that! I got it! Eureka! I did it! Look at that! We got it! Ah! Okay, let's put the rest of the screws back in there and wrap this business up, huh? Oh, it works! My birds would fit in Yoshi's Island. They are rainbow finches. That's adorable. Oh! Let's take the batteries out. Thank God. I honestly think what happened is I probably didn't seat the ribbon cable well enough. Like, I don't think that I sat it in there well enough. I think that's what the problem was. Back at the perfect time, apparently. Nice one, Jeff. Thank you, thank you. We did it. We got the Game Boy Advance working. Oh my goodness. Ah! I'm very thankful for that. I don't think that my heart could have taken it if it didn't work. Well, okay, it would have. I would just been like, man, are you kidding me? Alright, that's it for this stream. I'll try and fix it later, or maybe not. I'm glad I don't have to, like, put my tail between my legs and, you know, sulk about it. I'm glad I can just be like, yes, my Game Boy Advance works. Ah. Who thought this was going to be a 3-hour stream? I didn't. I gotta tell you, man. I gotta tell you. That was a process. Okay. Get those in there. In there. In there. Come on. There it is. It grabs. Good. And then in there. And in there. Alright. Let's not get carried away. We need to put the batteries in. Yeah, those are in there. Okay. Nice. Okay. Got a little bit of flux on here. I'm gonna have to clean this a little bit later on. But yeah, this looks good, guys. That power switch definitely takes a little bit of effort. I'm hoping it'll wear in. Jeez. Chipped a nail, dude. Try that again. Nice. Every time someone says tail between legs, I always remember a subpar 3D animation with Bowser having his tail between his legs to convey fear, but to everyone it just read as something else. Okay, this is... yeah, that's funny. Alright, so... you can tell that the soldering job worked, because if I hold the L button, or the select button, and then hit the L button, that turns down the brightness. And then if I hit the R button while holding the select button, that turns up the brightness. That's it, guys. Guys, this looks good. Let's throw a game in here. Hey, you know what? Just for dramatic effect. Well, okay, let's just throw the game in there and make sure it works. Ow. Jeez. That power button, man. It's gonna be the death of me. Just gotta make sure that all the buttons work. And I feel like Yoshi's Island is actually a pretty good game to do that for. Look at that. Let's turn it up a little bit. There we go. So we know the L and R buttons work for at least... oh, I should turn it down a little. We know the L and R buttons at least work for turning up the brightness. The D-pad buttons all work. The B button works. So sparkly. It's a little bit grungy at this point. I should go get a microfiber cloth and clean it. Because I got my fingerprints all over the glass, but that's not a problem. It's on the front of the glass. Level 1-1. Just because I feel like testing it. Okay, yeah. This is sick. Oh yeah, all the buttons work. Oh, the R button, the D-pad presses a little bit hard. I'm hoping that'll break in. Do you have Yoshi Topsy-Turvy? I do have Yoshi Topsy-Turvy. Do you want me to go test it? That wouldn't be a good one to test for the buttons, but it would work for you know, just graphics and stuff. Guys, I'm just enjoying playing Yoshi's Island now. If you want, yeah, sure. I'll go grab it in a minute. Give me a minute. Okay. And then let's try and put it into sleep. Select L and R. Okay, enable sleep mode. So that puts it to sleep. And then L and R, select L and R brings it back to life. Alright, just for dramatic effect. Let's turn off the lights. Just to show you that this is indeed backlit. Here we go, you ready? Whoa! The screen is now backlit. Here we are in the dark. I'm gonna turn down the brightness a little bit. Oh, that is magical. That is magical. Okay. Shoo! Test the start and select buttons. Oh, I did. Peekity! Alright. Real quick, I'm gonna go grab Yoshi Topsy-Turvy, per your request. And, I will go and, well, get something else too. We'll be right back. I'm not gonna bother putting it on the test screen. I'll be gone for like 30 seconds. Okay, so I guess I was a little more than 30 seconds, but, yeah, I was having a hard time finding my copy of Yoshi Topsy-Turvy. Here it is. I forgot it was in my Gameboy Advance SP. The borked one. It still works, kinda. Like, if I put my game in there. It still works. The only thing that doesn't work is the R button. It's extremely squishy, and it does not work. Everything else works, though. I'd like to get it fixed at some point. So, anyway. Let's throw this puppy into my new modded Game Boy Advance non-SP. Throw it in there. And hopefully not chip a nail on this button. Jeepers. Oh, that looks silly. That looks so silly. And we are on a Game Boy Advance. Look at that. Woohoo! The Christmas sounding one was a little light snowfall. That one is nice. That card was taking hiding lessons from Big Yosh, right? It almost got away with it too. I was almost like, unfortunate. I can't find my copy of Yoshi Topsy Turvy. Literally almost used, pretended, or I thought it was a touchscreen for a second. Yeah, this is my 100% complete playthrough. Nice. Well, it's not the one that I did on Livestream, obviously. Oh, I can't skip this? Are you kidding me? Oh, I can skip it. Good, the B button. Alright, nice. Alright, let me up there. Well, I think you get the point, right? Alright, let's stick that back in the GBA. I'm not gonna, or the GBA SP. I'm not gonna be playing that one, really. Mostly just Yoshi's Island. One last thing I wanted to show you guys before we go. Well, I mean, two. I want to show you Truffles. So, let's go to a one-time zoom. You can see here my Wii remote. This is where I took inspiration from for my my Game Boy Advance and my Game Boy Color mods. Can you see the resemblance? I think you can. That actually looks really nice. Look at that. I love it. Check out Clay in the Discord, please. Alright, give me 1 second. So what do you think about that? That's my inspiration for making these Game Boy mods. How would rank different Yoshis like Star Child Yoshi, Big Yoshi, Papa Yoshi, and Boshi? Child obviously at the top. Boshi and Big Yoshi are A tier at the very least. I don't know about Papa Yoshi. I'll give him a solid B tier. Nice job. Anyway, I want to see Truffles. You shall. Give me 1 minute. I want to check out Clay first. I really wish I could join, but I have school tomorrow. Sorry. No, that's fine. That's fine, food. Oh! Currently nameless. I think I can switch over to the PC screen. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Here's Clay. He's a pretty cool looking dude. He looks like he has more hair than Avalon does. Very chill, humble, likes sports, prefers apples, autistic, knows way too many facts about baseball. Happy that Avalon let him exist. Still doesn't know what he wants to be called. Fair enough. Nice. Nice one. Let's go to front camera. Okay, I now have my modded Game Boy Advance, and I'm so stoked that it actually works. I might, you know what, real quick, I might back this screw out just a little bit. See if that... No, that still presses really hard. Oh, that might have helped a little bit. Okay, there you go. I have here my modded Game Boy Advance. And I'm stoked. I have a modded Game Boy Advance now. And you can bet, you can 100% bet that this will be a prop in one of my videos at some point. 100%. There it is. Looks cool. Thank you, friend. Custom shell and IPS screen. I'm so happy. Now I have a Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy Color, both with a Yoshi motif, and both with a backlit, that power button, both with a backlit screen. So awesome. Nice job, Jeff. Epic Yoshi collection. Thanks, guys. I will say I got a little disheartened there. They had me in the first half, not gonna lie. I got a little disheartened when it didn't work right away, but I'm glad we were able to troubleshoot it. I'm glad we were able to get it done. Well, let's go see Truffles real quick. Give me just a sec. Hey, Truffles. Hey, you cute little thing. Come on out. I got some people who want to see you. Come here. Hey, you cute little thing. Here. Got some friends who want to see you. Come on. Don't play hard to get with me. You know I'm gonna get you. There she is. There she is. She's a precious, cute little critter. There she is. What do you think? Say hi, Truffles. Let's try going to the overhead cam and see if you can see her in there a little better. Yeah. It's Truffles! Top down. Truffles the Glorious! She's grown quite a bit since the last time you guys saw her. Cute little thing she is. She's adorable. Love this little critter. She really has brought a lot of joy to our lives. I know she's just a guinea pig. But man, is she adorable. Hey, cute little thing. And she loves us. Like, honestly, like, I had to give her... Aw, she's adorable. She is. Thank you. Honestly, like, I had to give her her, what is it? Her ringworm medicine for quite a while. And she would run away every time she saw me for that. Because, like, I had to put it on her nose like this. And, on, like, a part of her shoulder here. But, you know... For a couple of weeks here, she's gotten really familiar with me. Or really refamiliarized herself with me, I should say. And now when I come downstairs in the morning on the weekend, actually just in the morning any day, I always give her a piece of romaine lettuce and a little chunk of red pepper. And when she sees me first thing in the morning, she'll go, squeak, 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 because she knows that lettuce and red pepper is coming. And even lately, I think she's really gotten to know how much we really do love her and will give her pets and love and attention. Like, earlier today, I just walked into the room, like, we'd taken the kids to the park, and, I just walked in the room, I'm like, hi, Truffles, and she's like, squeak, 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 squeak. So I walked over and I gave her some pets, and she seemed to like that a lot. She's a cute little thing. Why is Yoshi looking at that spray bottle? He's like, what is in there? What do you think, Truffles? What do you think, huh? Let's try and get you up to the camera. Let's let you look. Let's let you say hello to the audience. Say hi. I don't think you can really see all that well. Yeah, you can't really see. He doesn't like that. Hey, hey, hey. Don't bite me. Okay, okay, I get it. You don't like that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she didn't really like getting up and close and personal to the camera. So we'll give her a hug and give her some lovin's. I'm sorry, Truffles. I know you didn't like that. Okay. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in to this stream. We've had some ups, we've had some downs, we've had some laughs. But overall, we got a good Game Boy Advance out of the process. And I'm very happy that we did this. And I'm happy that you guys were along for the ride. So thank you very much. Yoshi just loves spray bottles. He's infatuated with them. That spray bottle is isopropyl alcohol, Yoshi. You better not try and drink it. 99% alcohol content. Alright guys, well thank you very much for tuning into this one. We got a GBA, Clay got the cameo, and Truffles! Heck yeah. Cute little thing she is. But yeah guys, that's gonna have to do it for this live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's been a lot of fun. Yoshi. Ooh, alcohol. That kind of alcohol will probably kill you. 90%. Again, that's, or 99% alcohol. But yeah, the next live stream, guys, will be on Friday, Halloween, starting probably around 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're not doing anything special for Halloween, really. The most special thing we would probably do is just, you know, put the jack-o'-lanterns on display in the background, but even that I might not do. I'm not sure yet. But yeah. We're gonna continue our playthrough of Yoshi's Woolly World. Looking forward to that. Hope you guys all have a safe and happy Halloween. I guess I forgot to say, if you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I go live or post a video. And join the Discord. A lot of fun stuff in there. It's the most reliable way to chat with me. I love chatting with the fans. I will give you a bit of a heads up when we're going to go live or any updates on the videos. You can recommend music for the live stream. You can recommend games for me to play. You can post pictures of your food. Go nuts. Just not too nuts. And yeah, like I said, guys, I hope you all have a safe and happy Halloween. I hope you guys get the sleep you need too. My goodness, I'm sorry. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. So thanks again for tuning in, everybody.